guys, don't forget, before we get into our sneak peek, like, subscribe to the Crime Chat, ring the bell, or this guy's going to come after you.
Previously on Crime Chat.
Scottsdale. So Scottsdale is on the outskirts of Phoenix. So the Phoenix area is going to be my future home at some point in time. So this is going to be like my backyard. Isn't that amazing?
Beautiful. It's
Gorgeous.
absolutely beautiful. That sunset is amazing.
Reality winner. The contract intelligence analyst who leaked some information and was found and got arrested. But it was really cool because even though it was like dramatized,
right?
The entire movie was based on the FBI's recording from her interview. So it was documentary-ish.
Constantly keeping an eye out for any updates on Corey Burchins. There is an update as of 2 hours ago. The sister is suing Corey for $13 million. So
is she the one that got into the fight with Corey?
Yeah. I know. Today is a crime and cosmetics.
Yes, it is. And we love our crime and cosmetics. This is going to be a doozy.
Yes, and like always, Kat did not tell me what it's about. I know there's murder.
Yes.
I know there's makeup.
Yes.
But I have no idea. Natalie is clueless. So,
well, and Arizona.
Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know where the cosmetics fits in because I know crimes in Arizona, but I don't know like the connection. So
yes,
this is going to be interesting.
Well, and just by the title, there's going to be a torso.
Mario Brothers.
Okay.
Hey there, chatters. I'm Nat.
And I'm Kat, and welcome to the Crime Chat. I am your forensic femme fatale. Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls who obsess about dark crimes, evil minds, and occasionally the unknown. And if you've been listening, chatters, Kat and I are not the drama.
Oh, no.
No, the drama is exclusive to our criminals that we go over during a crime chat.
The drama's in the stories.
The drama's in the story. We may be dramatic about it, but the drama is in the stories.
Yes. Oh, here's your disclaimer, chatters. The following crime chat contains adult content, and I'm assuming descriptions of violent scenarios today. I don't know what Natalie's going over, but I'm going to go with it on that. Yeah. So your listener discretion is advised.
You have been warned. And before we get into today's crime chat, Kat, what have you done?
I watched 2 newer documentaries, not murder related.
Oh, okay.
Gasp. I know. Can you believe it? Right. So the first one I watched was Arnold, the documentary on Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I saw the teaser kind of come up for it, and I was like, eh. And then Chris the other day was like, you wanted to try it? And I was like, yeah, it was freaking good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
He's got an amazing life story, that man.
Yeah, he does. He sure does. And then the other one that we watched was called Muscles and Mayhem, about the American Gladiator TV show and how it came into production like in the late 80s into the 90s. Right. And all the drama and all the issues and stuff that they faced. It was super interesting.
I heard, you know what? I think I remember that show.
Oh, I watched it.
Did you? Because you were you were into the wrestling and Hulk Hogan and stuff. Yeah. I vaguely remember that.
Yep. And then I don't know if you saw this in our messaging on Facebook, but we have a guy that gave us a recommendation for a documentary to watch, maybe a future
Mhm.
crime chat. I don't know if you saw it. So it's a guy we call Spanky. We were stationed together a while back. His nickname is Spanky. But he recommended a show, I'm pretty sure it was HBO Max. It's called The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
Ooh, okay.
And basically, it's about this supposed little girl who was born in the Ukraine, lived in an orphanage, got
Mhm.
adopted. She ended up with this one family who she was allegedly 6 years old. She was a little person. She had
Yeah.
dwarfism or the disease where I don't know, what is it? Muscles and bones don't grow, I guess,
Mhm.
properly. So she was a little person, and they were basically questioning her actual age. They got her age when she was supposedly around 10, 11, 12 years old, upgraded to 22. So they kicked
Yeah.
her out,
Yeah.
question mark, and they got her apartment. She lived on her own. And there was the two parents who got divorced.
Mhm.
Now, the dad went to court and he was acquitted of all charges of neglect. And it wasn't just necessarily because legally she was of age.
Mhm.
They were talking about her disability and neglect on somebody who needs
Yeah.
care, like constant care. So he was acquitted of that. The wife, who honestly is probably the primary person, and there was alleged abuse and all kinds of other things, the charges were dropped against her. But what I really, really hope is for the mother that they drop the charges, because they're still gathering enough evidence to be able to be more confident, right? So if they were to go to court and were to try it and they would lose, like, it was a lot more risk, right? Anyway, super interesting, fascinating case.
Spanky, you're on. We're gonna do this crime chat. He got his nickname from Little Rascals. Please tell me he got his.
I don't think so. I think I don't want to say his full name because I didn't tell him I was going to
Okay.
talk about him.
Okay.
I'm just going to say Spanky. It is one of my favorite weeks of the year.
Shark Week?
Shark Week.
Yeah.
And I have my shark cup. Oh my God.
What's
You
happening?
can't.
I feel like we're in an episode of Poltergeist. Like, it's there. Oh wait, cat.
It says cat, and it has all the different kind of sharks on it. And then on the other side, it says, once upon a time, there was a girl who loved sharks. It was me. The end.
I love it. Love it.
Yay, Shark Week.
Popped up.
Obviously, we're recording this before then, so I haven't watched any episodes, but I am ready.
Okay, good.
Bring it.
Good.
Okay, so that's a lot. A lot. What about you?
What have I done besides work? I worked.
Work. You gonna
Seriously.
be Rihanna?
Yeah.
Now release a new Riri.
I wish. Oh my God. Did you ever see her at the awards with this completely see-through sequence dress?
Yes.
And
Shine
I'm like
a diamond.
Yeah, she looked like this itty bitty little petite thing. I'm like, but she's not. She is full 6-foot woman. I mean, she's got I just didn't expect that. Like, wow, I didn't realize that she could.
Well, she's still a bombshell.
She's more of a bombshell.
But before we jump into your story, I was like, hey, we haven't done a trivia in a while. Why not? So we'll open up here on a bit of a trivia. Now, is your story today, because I don't know what it is, chatters, as usual, like, is your story today solved or unsolved?
Solved.
It is solved. Okay, good.
Yes.
But I'm going to quiz you on some known unsolved cases.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. I got my book here. I've got my
I remember this book you've had. Oh, there you go. There you go.
So serial killer trivia book.
Mm-hmm.
I did not come up with these questions, nor did I come up with these facts. So this is by Michelle Kaminsky. I think you'll do well on these. I think some of them will be like, bing. Okay, I tried to pick the easiest ones.
Okay.
Okay, so are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
This one, you better get. Okay.
Oh, God. Don't put the pressure on.
Bodies began turning up in May of 2010 after the disappearance of 24-year-old Shannon Gilbert, who had been diagnosed as bipolar but wasn't taking medication, called 911 from the home of a client, Joseph Brewer, reportedly saying, "They're trying to kill me." So they go to Brewer's house. He had a friend come over, try to calm him down, but the woman ran to the neighbor's house. She disappeared. She never made it to the neighbor's house. So while searching for Shannon Gilbert, authorities found the remains of 4 other victims, including a mother and a child, and they were referred to as the Gilgo Four at the time. 5 more bodies were later discovered, and Gilbert's body was then later discovered, although some believe that she was a victim of Lisk. Is that a hint? Lisk?
Oh, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Okay, so
Yeah.
which of New York City's 40-some islands was the stomping ground for this serial killer? We've covered New York a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna say islands. I'm gonna say Long Island.
Yes! Lisk is actually the Long Island serial killer. Lisk.
Oh,
That's why I was
okay.
like, does Lisk...
That was a happy accident because I had no idea what you were talking about.
Lisk's current profile says that he's likely a white male in his 20s to 40s. He may have law enforcement knowledge or even worked in the field, may have access to burlap sacks as part of his employment, and several bodies were recovered inside of burlap sacks. There was one guy who, a convicted serial killer, basically they were blaming the Lisk murders on him, Joel Rifkin, but there's no evidence to back it up. Like, there's no physical evidence to back it up. There was another guy because they thought maybe somebody with law enforcement knowledge. An ex-Suffolk County Police Chief, James Burke, was also listed as a possible subject. Again, no evidence was there to tie him to the crime. There was another guy, John Biltroff, who was a carpenter. He was convicted of murdering 2 prostitutes in the 90s. And another potential subject, he's serving 2 consecutive 25 years to life sentences. But however, the actual identity of the Lisk, the Long Island serial killer, remains a mystery.
Okay. But I got it right.
You got it right! Ding, 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 ding!
Happy accident. Okay. Okay.
Okay, this one's a little closer to your current home.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Between December 2005 and February 2006, 3 sex workers were found murdered. They were sexually assaulted and shot, and their bodies had been discarded with no attempt to hide them. DNA confirmed that a serial killer was at large, so there was basically DNA was found on all victims. Police believe that the women willingly went as they were sex workers, either on foot or in a vehicle. There were no witnesses, and the trail went ice cold. What popular spring break locale in Florida was a serial killer's home from 2005 to 2007?
I'm gonna say Miami.
Really close, a little more north.
Okay. Jacksonville.
A little
No.
more south.
Okay. My God. Okay. Palm Beach. A little left. A little right.
Daytona Beach. Spring break.
Daytona. Okay.
Daytona Beach Police Department renewed their efforts to find a killer. Traffic stops beginning in February of 2008 swabbed mouths of men who matched a profile. They developed a physical or a psychological profile: white male, clean cut, employed with a girlfriend or a wife, which is also typical of that type of murders because they have a fantasy, but they're seemingly settled down, but they have a fantasy and maybe obsessed with sex. Find workers, kill them. There have been no named suspects at all in this case. So I'm going to give you half because you were like right there.
So today we are going to go over the baby farmer murderer or serial killer. Either way, both fits.
Like killed babies. Ugh, that's the picture. I didn't know what that was. It looks like a totem pole.
That thing is the suspect. That thing right there is the person that we will be covering. Okay.
That thing.
And seriously, like that is like the best picture I can get from her. Terrible.
Oh, it's a her. It looks like a dude.
her.
Oh my.
She's an it, okay? It's terrible. She's terrible.
Wow.
So this thing, her name is Amelia Dyer, and she was born on June 10th, 1836.
Oh, we're going way back.
We're going way back, way back.
Yeah, way back. Back in
She
time.
Listen, she met an older gentleman, okay, named George Thomas. Okay. They quickly got married. George was 59, and they both lied about their ages on the marriage certificate, reducing their age. So George deducted 11 years from his age, and Amelia added 6 years to hers. Ellen showed her kind of an easier way of making money, and this was basically using your own home to help conceive illegitimate babies. Unmarried mothers often struggle to gain income, and then matters became worse. Illegitimacy was highly stigmatized. This led to the practice of baby farming, in which individuals acted as adoption or fostering agents in return for regular payments or a one-time upfront fee. The practice of baby farming represents a dark chapter in history, highlighting the vulnerability of infants, and it serves a reminder of the importance of ensuring the safety of children in society. So now these nurses / caregivers would often resort to starving the farmed out babies to save money or even hasten death.